excited to be offering masterclass on catalytic communication for teams. And let me tell you why the word catalytic. Catalyst is something that starts something else, and communication is both energy and blood. What do I mean by that? Energy neither is created or destroyed. It simply transfers forms. It's one of the laws of thermodynamics. I believe it's the first one. And communication can be that energy, the energy of taking ideas from one person or team to another so that they can then get created into an output. A lot of times, though, communication in day-to-day is so hard with teams because if you think about energy, things can get in the way. Wires can get frayed. You can have disconnects in wires that don't allow that energy to pass through. So I love to think about communication as energy because when you are practicing catalytic team communication, you're utilizing or allowing that energy of idea and ability to turn into action. So let's just be very practical. Let's give some examples of communication. There is one element that people may overlook is the communication or the idea of context. So communication never takes place in a vacuum. And most of the time, the biggest problem with communication is that we think it's happened and it hasn't. Any of you have teenagers? Okay, just last night, mine was arriving late when usually he's supposed to be home at 6:30. And I asked my husband, what happened? Yeah, he left. He said he knew he was supposed to be back. I said, did you get him to tell you that? Sure enough, he didn't. My son had told my husband, hey, I'm coming back later, okay, and left. He never waited for the acknowledgement. So that's an example of how wires don't connect. And when you think about teams in the workplace, that can happen very often. And it's even more challenging in the hybrid or remote environments that all of us find ourselves in. Context and several other elements, when you bring them together, can be turned into catalytic communication. And again, that is communication that turns an idea through somebody's work into action.